Okay, so this is a translation and discussion of the Aeneid, Book 6, lines 847 to 853. In many ways, these lines are not just the most important lines in the Aeneid, they might be the most important lines in all of Latin literature and for Roman civilization, because it truly encapsulates what the Romans see of themselves and their role in the world. So let's go ahead and begin. It starts out with Aeneid, and remember that the person talking is going to be Anchises, Aeneas' father, who has called him into the underworld to give him a pep talk, to let him know that he is going to have to fight wars and that the bad times are not behind him but in front of him as well, but also at the same time that it is going to be worth it, because he previously, as we have seen, points to Romans who will be the great Roman people one day, because in the underworld you have not only those who are dead, but those who are yet to be born. And as they appear in the underworld, it is, of course, easy to think of them as in their prime. It's not little babies, but full-grown Romans, as we have seen before with him pointing out. So, other guys will cut out kudo, kudere, so it's a third conjugation, thus make it future. Bronzes, breathing more softly. That's why mollusks are called that, because they have soft bodies and thus often need the protection of things like shells. And so when we say bronzes, we must remember that it is the Greeks who are the alei, and Greek sculpture is going to be often, almost always exclusively, in the medium of bronze. If you see an ancient Greek statue and it is marble, it is most likely a Roman copy of a Greek original. And so therefore, indeed, equidem, I believe it. He is admitting that those other guys, namely the Greeks, are better sculptors. And thus he repeats it with ducint. Again, duco, ducere, third conjugation, future. They will lead living faces, countenances, visages from marble. And so living, they are so lifelike, they are so great. They will, future, oro, orare, plead their cases. Now, obviously, causa causai means cause, but it indeed, in this context, is going to be that of a legal context, as in a legal case. And they will do it, not bene, not well, but better. They will write out the movements, again, an accusative plural fourth declension, accusative plural fourth declension, the movements of the sky with an astronomical instrument. They're going to be better astronomers. And they will say, they will predict, put a P-R-E on the front of it, the rising stars. And so the Greeks are superior in some ways. They are better sculptors, they are better lawyers, they are better astronomers and scientists. But when we get to line 851, it is then what is important for the Romans and what you are as a Roman. Because he is not only Anchises, presumably talking to Aeneas, he is talking to everybody who is listening to this poem that is the national Roman epic and embodiment of what it means to be a Roman. And so, you Roman, remember. Now, pun intended, remember that this verb is one of the three defective verbs, odi, odisse, to hate, koipi, koipisse, to begin, and memini, meminisse, to remember, that are only going to be perfect in their expression and their meaning, except in the imperative, in which it is going to be the future imperative. And remember as well, pun intended, that you indeed have mori as the infinitive from morior, mori, more to assume. That means to die, and so a memento mori, literally remember to die, but more so meaning remember that you will die one day. When you drive past the cemetery, it is a memento mori, that you're going to be there one day. And so therefore, reminding you, remember to rule the peoples with imperium. These will be, the future of the verb, sum esse, the skills for you. That is what it means to be the Roman. Not sculpting, not pleading, not doing science, but ruling. Governing is at the heart of the Roman condition. And to place custom, remember that this noun, mos, moris, is where we get the word mores, the customs of a people. To place custom for peace. They are not conquering folks for the sake of conquering. They are conquering folks because they want to govern them in a peaceful, stable situation. Remember To spare, and this verb, parco, parcere, paperchi, takes a dative object. The ones having been conquered, the ones having been subjected, and then finally, remember, debellare, to tear down in war, the superbos, the proud. And so in that way, this is what it means to be a Roman. And a special message for those of you who are studying for the AP exam and watching.
Thank